Well, hello, Charlotte friends. 2 times in 1 week, weather updates. So this is very unusual for the Carolinas to get multiple winter storms in the order of like 5 days apart. So here we go again. But I will say, I know you've probably seen in social media and the news, the chances of all these big snow numbers and whatnot. I'll be very honest. The last couple runs of the models have really trended downward, a lot drier, and really lowered our snow chances across the Charlotte area. And I'm just going to step through this really quickly, just to kind of give you a summary. Basically, what's going to happen is a cold front's going to come through the Charlotte area tonight, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and drop some rain. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, don't be surprised if it's raining outside. What that's going to do is allow all of this really cold air, and I mean really cold air, like in Minnesota and the Dakotas, it's like minus 30 degrees. A lot of that really cold air is going to start moving our direction. Now it's not going to get that cold here, but then it'll start interacting with that front that's going to be kind of along the coast, and you can see it's going to start mixing and changing to some light snow by Friday morning. And you just see some very scattered light snow across the Charlotte area through central North Carolina, and then an area of low pressure is going to develop along the coast right in this kind of time frame, the lows out here, and it's going to start producing more snow across eastern North Carolina. And I think that's where the bigger story from this storm will be, is in the Raleigh area over towards the coast, down towards Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, and the coastal plain area is much more likely to see frozen precipitation, which is very, very unusual. I can assure you of that. And this is the GFS's model's rendition, and it only shows us getting maybe an inch of snow now in our area. The Euro has been very aggressive. I'll just show you last night's computer run of the Euro. Watch this difference. There comes that cold front, same thing, but then watch what it does. It produces a big broad area of snow across much of North Carolina, giving us 3 or 4 inches of snow, and everyone was really excited. But then here's the absolute latest run of the Euro that just came out like an hour ago. It barely shows anything for us. Again, most of the snow is in the eastern part of the state. There's some scattered snow showers in our area, so we might get half an inch of snow, something like that, but not a whole lot. What's commonly used is what's called the blend of models, or the MBM. It's basically the blend of all the models with different weights, and it kind of gives you a forecast. And this is what its morning snowfall map looked like for our area. So again, the Charlotte area, 1, maybe 2 inches of snow. I think the more likely you are to see snow is the further east you are. I'm not saying we're not going to see any snow, but I think the snow trend has been downward. That doesn't mean that the next set of models can, bring this a little closer, a little stronger, and give us a higher chance of snow. But given the data that we see right now, I am just not overly excited about Charlotte seeing more than 1, maybe 2 inches of snow from this event. Now, if you live in the eastern part of the state, towards Raleigh, along the I-95 corridor, I think there's a much better chance that those folks see at least a couple inches of snow. If you live along the coastal plain of South Carolina towards Wilmington, that area from Myrtle Beach to Wilmington, I think those folks could see a pretty big icing event. There could be a good bit of sleet and freezing rain down in that area. The only other graphic I wanted to show, just because it's very unusual for Charlotte, is this is the high and low temperature. So here's the high this afternoon, low to mid 50s. Our overnight low tonight. Here's our high tomorrow. Tomorrow's high is going to be about 45, 46 degrees, but our temperature is going to be dropping throughout the afternoon as that front comes through. And by the overnight, tomorrow night into Friday morning, we're going to be sitting down here around 24, 25 degrees. But then notice the high on Friday. We only get up to maybe 30 degrees for a high. And if there's any kind of precipitation, that'll keep us in the 20s. And then we go back down into the low 20s. And on Saturday, we might get above freezing, like 34, 35 degrees. So we're going to have a couple-day period where we struggle to get above freezing. So any little bit of snow that we do get, so even if it's a little bit, even if it's a half an inch, that'll still can make the roads pretty dangerous because the temperature might be 24, 25 degrees out. So just keep that in mind. So right now, for the Charlotte area, it doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of snow. We might see some snow during the day on Friday. The models are still having a hard time with this, but they're starting to converge on a drier solution, I think. And I'll have another update tomorrow, especially if it looks like things have changed in a dramatic way. But the farther east you are, the more likely you are to see some snow. So anyway, have a good Wednesday. I will see you all later.